Hey there, everybody. Hope everyone is enjoying this summer weather that we're having. Although today feels a little bit more like early May, um, low to mid 60s up where I'm at. A little bit of rain on and off, but really not too bad. Sunshine's been coming out between the clouds. But I want to tell you guys, I am having so much fun creating these videos. Just putting them together. I mean, it's a lot of work sometimes and there's some frustrating parts of it, but as you'll see in this video, doing picture in picture, I used to think that was just something out of my capability without buying a really expensive program, but there are so many tools now online that you can get for free or very low price. I actually have a free program I use called Shotcut to produce my videos, and there are just a plethora of videos that can show you how to use the program. There's actually some videos that are put out by the creator of Shotcut. I think it's like $8 or $9 where you get 40 lessons. But I've just been using YouTube videos to show me the different elements. It was actually really easy to put this together. Maybe sometime I'll walk you guys through a time lapse of what I do to make a video as I get a little better and a little more confident in the way I do it. But I'm just having a blast. If anything, that's just well worth it. Making the videos is the fact of putting them together and learning how to do it. So that in itself is worth it to me. If you didn't see it on my Facebook page, I shared a picture of my setup on my windshield that I'm going to use driving the rental car. Tried it on my personal car just to make sure that it was going to work out volume wise and picture wise. I think I'll make a few alterations to how it looks, but I won't give away all the details. I'll let you view it for yourself and get an opinion, and then I'll kind of let you know what I think after the video. But here's a sample of what it should look like when I'm going down the road on my trip. I don't know if I'll use the driving mode very much. This is actually just full HD. So here you go. And then maybe drop your opinion down in the comments when we're done. So this is my setup that I'm going to drive with, I think. I'm going to try this out right now. Windows phone facing me, so you can get a driving picture of me. See, here I am. I am going to drive. And the camera facing out the windshield. So shall we give this a shot? Let's go. So this is where the real test will begin, going down the road at 80 speeds. I can already see that the Windows phone is shaking. It made a difference going forward, as you can see in the other video, when reviewing things up the front windshield. I'm hoping, since I'm standing still relative to the camera, the shaking won't be such a big deal. But I know out the window here, it's probably going to look really blurry. So we'll see how that affects quality. Also, I don't know how well the GoPro wannabe camera is going to hold up to the high velocity. So we'll take a look at that. Also, I don't know if I want to keep the camera here to view me or if I want to move it more towards the middle so that way you see more towards the back of the car or out the window. Give me your opinion on that. Not sure what's going to work best. I'm also going to have to find a place to put my GPS or my iPhone or whatever I'm going to use for directions. Obviously, having two things in the windshield isn't going to work very well for visibility. But I think I can squeeze it in below those and it won't affect, because all I'm looking at underneath the cameras right now is the dash anyway, so if I can put my GPS there, that probably would be a good solution. So that way I have all three devices in one spot and I'm not looking all over the place. Not that I should be looking at the cameras anyway going down the road, except maybe a quick nod or peek. So hopefully this turned out well. I'm going to guess that the shaking will be a minor issue looking at me and a major issue looking out the window. My only major concern is the wide-angle camera going out the windshield. The other thing that I'm kind of concerned about, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem considering the audio quality on a phone isn't too bad, but is how the audio will sound. Not real sure how the audio will sound on the wide-angle camera. The Windows phone shouldn't be too bad. I just don't know how bad it's going to echo inside a vehicle. So I'm hoping I don't have to resort to using the audio recorder and wear a microphone, so that way I'm taking audio and splicing it together with 2 different videos. It won't be a tough thing to do, it's just going to be a little more work. So that's another angle to look at, a lot to work out over the next several weeks to a month. So hopefully this turned out okay, and you will probably hear about my take on it after I close this video out and do the follow-up commentary. That actually turned out quite a bit better than what I anticipated. The quality of the forward-facing camera was really good, although being at full HD, it takes up about a gigabyte for every 10 minutes. So I can only put a 32 gigabyte card in that camera, so it'll get me, what is that? So that's about 5 hours worth of video. I don't know if I want to have to be restricted quite that much and fill up the entire card. I might go down one level in quality. Maybe I'll do a sample at 720 instead of 1080. We'll see how that looks. The audio from the Windows phone was actually pretty decent. I didn't show you or give you an audio sample of what it sounded like from the wide-angle camera. The holder that it's in, it kind of rattles around a bit, so that's probably not going to work. It just, you could hear it rattling, and it was really annoying. So unless I get a firmer case, the audio from the Windows phone was just fine, especially since there'll be just a portion of what I'll be showing and recording and showing you. One thing I'm going to have to adjust the angle of the camera facing me. Looks like the sun, at least when I was going in and out of the trees, the sun was creating a lot of distortion in the video. So I think I just need to get one solid state picture of mostly me and the seat behind me instead of not so much of the window. Not sure how much that will help it, but I think it'll make an improvement because it was awfully grainy off to the sides. Anytime the sun went in and out, it just kind of made it glare and it was kind of annoying. So that's one thing I definitely got to adjust. But all in all, I think it was a really good take. Especially it was kind of fun having the iPhone show you guys the setup, and then as soon as I turn the iPhone off, I can have the video end, and just tying that all together. Like I said before, that's just a blast, and I'm only going to learn more and make my videos more entertaining as I go. Lastly, I wanted to describe to you the type of car I usually rent, and this had only started about 2 years ago. Usually I just take whatever I got, but obviously you heard about the experience I had with the little red car. Back when I took my first trip out west. That was, it was whatever, it was a car, but just not too good. When I took my first travel through Idaho, I ended up with a Nissan Altima, I think, or a Sentra. It had to be an Altima because I think it was the next step up because I upgraded. But I just loved that car. I mean, it was a 6-cylinder engine. I think it got like 35 to 39 miles per gallon. The features in it, the creature comforts were really, really impressive. And just overall, it was a really comfortable car with plenty of room. Gas mileage was great, especially for a long trip. And I just really fell in love with that car. So on my trip last year, when me and Jesse actually went on the trip together, I actually insisted on a Nissan. I stood at the rental counter for, I don't know, a good 10-15 minutes trying to talk the lady into letting me have a different car. And she found a way to get me into an Altima again. And it was definitely a really nice car. So from now on, I'm going to do everything I can to get into a Nissan. I don't dislike other cars. I was just so impressed with that. I'm going to make an effort. Definitely don't want any more Mazdas. I did not receive any financial gain in endorsing a Nissan car. That's just my preference. So I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Christopher Travels. I'm not sure what's going to be next up. I'll just keep that to myself, a few ideas. But I think I've tied up all the loose ends that I've teased you guys with over the past month. If there's something specific that you'd like to hear about, or that you want me to tell you how I do it in particular, or just an overall opinion, shoot that to me on Facebook or in the comments below. But certainly if you like this video, go ahead and hit that big thumbs up down below, and we will meet again soon. And also subscribe if you haven't already, because there's more content to come. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you when I can.